So 9 months ago, I think it was 9 months ago. Actually, it was October of 2025. How long ago was that? That was actually 10 months ago. This girl, Leah, she had a best friend. Her name's Megan. This is Leah. This is Megan. Leah stole Megan's boyfriend. And then, even after Megan and said boyfriend had a child together. So they just kind of like stole her life low key. That was 9 months ago. That's when it happened. She must be suing like Tiana Taylor. Well, recently, this is what happened. This is what happened. That was 9 months ago. That's when it happened. They got a divorce. Everybody kind of went their way about it until one day ago, literally yesterday. Well, it's more like 2 days ago. Leah posts a video that says titled October 2025. After 4 months of not posting anything, she comes back and she posts what I've heard is an apology video, but apparently the apology is an interesting one, so let's hear it.
Before we get into this video,
one thing that I could tell you guys is never do public apology videos to one person. Holy shit. If you are only apologizing to one person, just apologize to the one person. Holy shit. I don't know why she would need to make a whole video on a public forum. And this video's monetized, what I've learned. This video's monetized. You didn't need to do all this. There was a reason why you did this. And it's kind of weird. No, this is they look the same, Spider. They just look the same. This is Leah. This is the cheater. Megan is the cheatee. So this is, don't do public apologies to one person. Most of the time when people make apologies, it's to a fan base or to clear things up kind of thing. This, I don't know what this is, but this was posted a day ago, and this is why everyone's been talking about it. Oh boy, got a type, I guess. Nah, dude, people have types. People have phenotypes for sure. Have you ever seen all the people Kanye West has dated? They all look like Kim Kardashian. Those two girls, they don't look super the same, but they do have like similar face structure.
before we get into this video, I have written down a few notes to help me stay on track and make sure that I'm acknowledging everything that I want to, that I think is important for me to acknowledge. So if you see me looking off, I'm just reading the notes that I've taken. I'm sure that me sitting down and making this video after I've said absolutely nothing about the situation and have been silent for so long feels really strange and weird. My intentions of making this video are not to win back any public favor or positively change your opinion of me in any way. Whether you've watched my videos for
one thing I can appreciate, 3 minutes and 25 seconds, baby. Got to the point, got out. I don't know anyone yet been with besides Kim. Well, a bunch of Kim clones, I'll tell you that. Well, not even Kim clones, but they all look the same. I can't call it the Kim because even she looks like a clone.
years, or you only know of me from the situation, I believe you deserve to hear me acknowledge it.
Deadass thought she was going to say, before we get into this video, we have a sponsor. What's the one? Mary Kate. Or whatever the fucking cheating app is. Is that what it is, Mary Kate? Seeking arrangements or something, whatever the fuck.
Directly. If you're unaware of the situation, in October of last year, I deeply betrayed Megan's trust and hurt her. I crossed a line that
Ashley Madison, there you go. I knew it was two first names.
Were selfish, inconsiderate, disgusting, horrible, and vile. Although I do regret how I navigated through that situation, it doesn't repair the damage that I've caused or change what I did. I am so sorry to Megan and to everyone that I've hurt because of what I did. She never ever deserved to get hurt, and it's horrible. I know that there's nothing I can do or say to relieve any pain for her. I do want to publicly apologize to Megan and everybody I hurt due to what I did. And if given the opportunity, I would love to directly apologize to Megan because a public apology is not enough. She deserves a lot more than that. There's been a lot of things said online, so I just quickly want to run through a couple things and clear them.
Man, if she'd have shut the fuck up right there, I'd have been like, you know what? That's not that bad. That's not my. That's really not that bad. Mick, we don't need to know that, dog. I'm 30 years old. What's up, though? If she'd have just been like, hey, sorry. Sorry. This is what I did. Sorry. Is there a function to that dangling bow on the mic? No, it's just Roblox. Kid, Roblox, bedazzling Roblox, gold sparkly mic Roblox.
Up. I know there's a lot of rumors regarding Zach and I's relationship and why I'm still in the relationship, but I want to assure you guys that I am choosing to be in this relationship and I'm not trapped.
Never mind. Whoops. 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 This is how you immediately fuck everything up in 2 seconds. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that's really bad. Wow. Hey, I'm really, really sorry. I'm deeply sorry for what happened in that relationship with that guy that I took from you, and I'm choosing to be in that relationship. I'm not trapped. I'm staying there.
I just quickly want to run through a couple things and clear them up. I know there's a lot of rumors regarding Zach and I's relationship and why I'm still in the relationship, but I want to assure you guys that I am choosing to be in this relationship and I'm not trapped. I know that hearing that is extremely hard to stomach, but that's the truth. Another thing was my estate sale. I did not sell all of my belongings. I didn't sell my medication keepsakes and journals, my personal journals. What you saw in those photos were a combination of Zach and I's possessions as we were still actively living there, and not everything in those photos were for sale. I know it doesn't feel like I've said a lot.
What's up with the fucking camera? Who's hitting the what? Is there an earthquake happening? Like, what is this?
In this video at all.
What is that? What is that? It's fucking me up.
And that's because there's not a lot I can say. What I did was horrible and it hurt a lot of people. I feel like getting any deeper into this situation or explaining how things transpired is not up to me and should not be up to me. I know a lot of you were very disappointed in what I did. I completely understand, and I don't expect you to see me any differently after this video because it doesn't change what I did. I removed all of the filters on my comment section that were there before. I don't want to block or delete anybody who is expressing the way they feel about what I did. The purpose of this video is to take accountability, address the situation, and move forward. I don't want you to be shocked or surprised when you see me coming back to making content. It's something I genuinely love doing, and I do not expect anybody to support me at all. And I do not expect anything to go back to the way it was. I'm sure that didn't answer.
What the hell? What the fuck? This is a crazy... Dude, this is crazy. This is kind of crazy. This is crazy. It's impressive to the degree in which she was like, yeah, I did what I did. I kind of have no notes. This is the most plain thing I've ever seen. I don't even know what to say.
For all of your questions, but thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
So I don't know why she made a whole second part. She came back to re-record this later. This last part of the video. Why?
At all. And I do not expect anything to go back to the way it was. I'm sure that didn't answer all of your questions, but thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
Interesting. Had to get lunch. All right. Well, there's a lot of comments. 12,000 of them anyway. Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna get into. Is Stop engaging with Megan's daughter. Yeah, they have a daughter together, and it gets crazy. It gets crazy apparently. Um, what up, Addy? I I'm kind of in the camp of like, okay, like, are you sorry about what you did? Or are you sorry that it happened? I don't think she's sorry about what she did. I think she's sorry that it happened. Because like, if you're sorry about what you did, like you kind of you go correct it. I think she's just sorry about what happened. Because like, as if she wasn't the reason that it happened. I hear this is pretty tame as far as white woman influence drama goes. Well, this is no Tati fucking James Charles shit. Okay, the response is 28 minutes long, so we have a lot to go through. Yeah, she's like, if I could steal your man again, I would steal your man again. I just wish that we all wouldn't be hurt about it. Good on her to be like, not good on her, but like, at least she accepts that everyone's gonna be pissed off. Oh, the white woman stalking Peter Pan at Disney World. I saw that. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm so confused about that. Not that I'm confused in the sense of like, is it okay? No, that shit's not okay. But like, why is everyone having such a hard time telling her to leave him the fuck alone? You know what I mean? She literally said, "Rest assured, I'm saying it." Yeah, I was like, I don't understand. Is that them together in the video in the middle? No, that's a whole different girl. That's a third similar looking girl.
Before I play the video that I recorded.
Okay. So now we're going to watch Megan's response. And Megan, I feel like every time I hear about some white girl shit going on, it's like, Megan, Leah. I shouldn't we don't want to make light of these people's lives because this obviously is some fucked up shit going on. It just sucks that I learn about it through the lens of like, these are Roblox people. So I already am kind of looking at them through the lens of like, you know what I mean? I'm looking at you like a Roblox creator.
Before I play the video that I recorded hours ago, I just want to take a...
First of all, this sounds so much more like a real person. Jesus. Compared to her original TikTok video, compared to Leah's response video, this feels like the first time I've heard somebody be a human being for 2 seconds. Like, listen to her cadence.
Before I play the video that I recorded hours ago...
That's a human being. That's a human talking. That's not a skinwalker, backrooms, Roblox creator.
Oh, I just want to take a second to say... thank you so much for all of the love, support, and rallying around me that you guys have done. I very much appreciate it. It's been an extremely difficult year for me, as you can imagine. And
Wait, do they really play Roblox? No, they're popular from playing Roblox. They do Roblox. Yes, 3 million, almost 4 million, and 5 million, respectively.
and nothing
Respectively, not respectfully, but also respectfully.
you guys say is taken for granted. And I don't feel it's like owed to me. I'm trying to figure out how to word it, but just know I'm very grateful
Blocks,
for all the time
rooms. There's got to be a Roblox backrooms, right? There's got to be like 500 of them.
energy and even thought that you guys give me. That goes for my friends, acquaintances, colleagues.
She gonna be crying. Ugh, I don't want to see you cry, mama.
Come check out my streams because I stream regularly now here, TikTok.
Okay, you're allowed to do this. If Leah did it, I'd have freaked out. Wait, what? Oh, so this was an intro. Okay.
Concise and level-headed as possible. My ex-best friend came back to the internet, Leah Ash, After home wrecking my marriage with my husband, who is as equally responsible as she is, I welcomed her into my life. I let her become my sister, and then she planted seeds to seduce my husband, which he fell for it because he's not a good person either. These actions have caused me to lose half the time with my daughter. I missed her first steps, as we know.
That's tragic, by the way.
My home, and most recently, my insurance. So I can't even go see my therapist anymore because it's too expensive and I can't afford it.
Real shout out to my fucking therapist Roy, who has become not my friend. He hasn't become my friend, but we've been together for so long that we have a relationship outside of his job, and he provides therapy for me just from a human to human basis. Thank God for Roy, because I would not be able to afford that shit at all. Therapy expensive.
Okay.
Wait, her best friend moved into her house? Yeah, they took the house. You know, on some male dad divorce shit. They took the house because why? Because she made more money. She was the breadwinner, obviously. She got 4 million YouTube subs on some Roblox creator shit. She was probably rolling in it. Aaliyah also probably rolling in it. So if they get divorced, no prenup, she's probably giving up a good chunk of change. A huge amount of money. She probably lost. Let's pocket watch. Let's do a pocket watch real quick. What was she raking in 9 months ago? Uh, 9 months ago. Well, I mean, shit, she was gone for a minute. Even with these, it's not that bad. She's probably pushing, if these are all within a month, plus her backlog. Which, how deep is that backlog? Holy shit. Oh my. This is a long. She must have got popular off of shorts, didn't she? Holy shit. Yes. Yes, she did. So with shorts included in the calendar year, I'd probably say she made, I mean, even now, 1.1 million. With shorts included, this is likely... Oh, it's with kid money, too. This is probably like just short of $7,000, probably. I think. So that's currently, that's within the past 30 days, she's making $7,000 a month. Back then, she's probably making close to 20 to 25. How reliable is Social Blade? That's tube, buddy. Social Blade's not that reliable at all, actually. Kamani just dropped. What are we watching? See? This makes so much sense. Hello, Kamani. Now I can catch you up. Thank you for letting me know you just got here. Roblox white girl cheating scandal. I've never seen a channel with 100K and 10K videos back to back. New view count. Like I said, the new view counts, if you're not super niche heavy, or especially if you're like a me or like a her, where you're post industry, yeah, you're not gonna have consistent viewership.
I know they want me to come on here and be filled with rage, and sorry, like, you see me itching. This is all causing me a big trauma response. Somebody said I feel like having a trauma response. My entire life is a trauma response at this point. I'm not gonna lie. They want me to come on the internet. They want me to scream, yell, release the videos, release the...
Okay, this is serious. Let me get my jokes out first so we can watch this with an actual serious eye. When she talks about they want me to have these responses, she sounds like an insane person in an insane asylum, scratching and itching. they want me to they want me to be angry. They want me to have rage. They want me to fucking okay. Now that joke is out, this is serious. It is real. That is a real response to the real shit she's going through. I had to get that out. It was literally permeating my brain. Okay, this is real, and now I'm done. Now it's not fun anymore.
Recordings, do everything, and just let it blow over so that Leah can come back and make money. It's Leah's God-given right, I guess, to make content if she wants, but that doesn't make her a good person. It doesn't make her anybody that I think anyone should support. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna like try to get through this without crying because this is my reality. People say I'm dragging it, and I think those people mostly just want attention. But this is something I live with every single day, and it has traumatized me beyond belief. The two people I love the most deeply betrayed me, and they took away half the time I spent with my daughter. Sorry.
Okay, now we can talk about the real shit. So, as y'all know, I also was very deeply betrayed by fucking everybody the past year. And she ain't lying. She ain't lying. Even me, who like I knew the people that were in my life were kind of like fucking me over. Like I already knew it. And they were like doing things almost in direct spite of me. It still does not feel good. Like even for me, it did not feel great to like remove those people from my life. Even with me knowing. So for her, when it's like on some completely blindsided shit, that's when it's like, oh shit, you literally you question like everything. You question mostly yourself. Like you're already angry at them, but like you kind of already have your set feelings about them. They're not good people because they did this thing, right? They have their own shit going on that I no longer want to be part of because they're clearly moving foul. But then you start questioning yourself. How did these people get into my life? How do I miss or not address the bad parts of these people's social standing with me? You start wondering where along the line you missed signs or fucked up. And granted, like she doesn't deserve to have these thoughts, but like me saying that's not going to change the fact, right? Betrayal in the sense of like your security and your safety comes into question. It will always be like it warps your mind. It warps your mind. And then for her, who gave birth to a daughter, to a young girl, to a baby girl, and now through someone else's actions, she no longer can see her child half of the time that she wants to, is some insane-o shit. That's some insane-o shit, right? You got done dirty, and now you get half the time with your child. And you lose your house. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
I have some notes here.
And your
And I want
therapist.
to try to keep this as objective and factual as possible because I don't want my message to get lost underneath rage and swears. So, people say I'm dragging it, but I cannot express enough how badly I want it all to end. And when I mean it all, I mean it all. I struggle every single day. I fight every single day to stay alive. And I know I make a lot of jokes, and that is not one of them. Sorry.
For brevity purposes only, this might have to be a 2 times watch.
I will be cutting parts of this video because I have to edit in some screenshots. And also, I'm taking really big breaks in between because it's really not fun to talk about. And I know I come on the internet and I show the confident version of me, the version that's like, oh, I don't care, I've gotten hotter, I'm smarter, I'm so cool, this, that. But when that's not happening, I am crying myself to sleep, wondering if the people that I loved the most could do this to me, why wouldn't anybody else?
That's real. Okay. Again, for brevity, only two times speed.
People want me to move on, and I can't because this does not move on for me. It stays in my life until she disappears. And that is the only real accountability I feel like she can do me at this point.
That's let's hope you didn't mean that in any kind of weird sense, but okay.
And leave my daughter alone and make sure I don't have to live my life parallel to her. I'm gonna switch to something funnier because I don't want to cry. Let's talk about her hair. That shit is fried, okay? Like, I'm sure she's going blonde. Ooh.
What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck is going on? Wait, now I have to turn it off 2 times speed. What is happening?
Whatever. I don't know why she would do that. She's a winter. It's gonna look chopped, and it already looks.
What the fuck is going on? White women. This is not it. I get it. You have the right. Anybody can do anything in this lifetime. This is certainly an action. This is a crazy switch up. Okay, we're here.
Looks chopped. Go ahead, fry her hair off. Like, I don't care. Her hair looks so, like, it's effed up. It's bad. It's real bad. I don't care. If she wants to go blonde, that's not going to do her any favors. So be it. Now, I know that people are like, oh, she's only apologizing a year after it happened. And I told my ex, you should have Leah sign an NDA because when you guys break up, because you eventually will, she's going to come on the internet and she's going to say that you manipulated her and you made her think that this was going to work. And I have something to say about that later. And so the line of, I'm not trapped in this relationship, I think was a line inserted by Zach to make sure she couldn't do that in the future. Okay. I'm at least.
This shit is crazy. This shit is like picked up in Steam. I'm hearing her, but I'm not listening. Let me open up my ears. A woman is talking. Let me listen and learn for real. What did she say? I missed it. She just talked about her hair was chopped and fried.
In 2016, through her.
Okay. Whoa! These are not the same people. Gender affirming care aside, these do not look. This is clearly Megan. This is Leah. But neither of. Well, she looks more or less the same. This is crazy different. She's Asian here. She looks like Carolyn Kwan. That is way different. That's way different. Wait, are they trans? No, they're not trans, fool.
Okay. I met Leah in 2000.
She has a daughter, which, things aside, came from her, not any sort of insemination or anything.
2016, through her ex and my ex, who I was not.
Who are these niggas? Gender affirming care. Gender affirming care is anything that you do. Plastics are, if you get if you get a hair transplant as a man, or like a beard or jawline fixing, that's gender affirming care. These look like this is like 3 30-year-old men and like 4 13-year-olds. And I don't even 19, I guess. I don't know. Everything's fucking crazy in the world today. It makes sense. It's Roblox.
Dating at the time. And I remember my very first impression of her, though I've never told her this because it's rude. I always felt she didn't have her own opinions. We were talking and I was like, I like the weekend. She was like, me too. I was like, I don't like some of this though. She's like, yeah, me either. There was 3 or 4 instances in the conversation where she would just mirror my opinion, even if it completely contradicted what I just said.
LA Beast.
And so I
What?
even said to Zach, like, I really like her. She's really nice, but I don't think she has her own opinions. I think she just agrees with whatever everyone says. And as my friendship got deeper with Leah, that's true. Leah is a covert narcissist, and she will play victim to get out of accountability. I've seen her do it multiple times. Oh, Leah's so nice. She's so sweet. She doesn't deserve this. Like, look at her. She feels so bad. Leah only cares about the image of herself as opposed to how her actions affect others. That is why she is still with Zach. That is why she is still with my daughter. Not because she genuinely feels bad. She feels bad about how you guys are perceiving her.
I don't know. I don't know. Wouldn't the right thing to do for her image would be to like get out of that so that you could have your relationship with your daughter back, or nah? I know 20 people like that, and most of them are family. A lot of people, yes. I guess. I guess yes. A grown ass man calls themselves jobless Garrett. What are you talking about? Who's jobless Garrett?
And that's a fact. Actually, I have a list of all the times that Leah has lied to me that I know about. She has this very big victim complex. I've just seen it multiple times, especially with some fallouts with her friends. It's never about how she hurt them. It's more about, oh, well, they're going to think I'm a bad person. Yes, we think you're a bad person, Leah. In 2016, me and Leah had a bit of a fallout, and I didn't know why. One day she unfollowed
This is a weird. This is kind of weird, but I'm gonna let it rock.
me on Twitter. I thought it was weird. I went to her YouTube, and for 2018 New Year's, this video is gone now, it's taken down. She posted a video titled Bye Felicia. And in that video, she indirectly referenced me. She made me seem like a villain in her story. I'm saying that very lightly because I don't exactly remember, but I do remember it hurt because I thought we were friends. That was really confusing to me. And since then, I had been trying to win Leah's approval back because for some reason I felt very deeply that her and I would get along and be friends. While trying to reach out to mend things, she thought my attempts were malicious and she rejected them, which is fair. That's fine. I don't like people have trust issues. That's okay. What I don't like is liars. I worked hard to try to repair me and Leah's friendship because I wanted her to come to me and Zach's wedding. I told her straight up, I really want you and her ex at the time to come to our wedding. I'm trying to fix this. And she basically said no. She said, no, no, no. Like, we're leaving it in the past and we're moving on from you guys. And I said, okay. Later, I find out on my wedding night that she told people that she was not invited to my wedding. I was, when I asked about that years later, she said, I didn't know what to say. I said, say that I invited you and you didn't feel comfortable going, not that we did not invite you. So do you kind of see how things get a little twisted, even the smallest white lies, to make her look like she's been excluded?
It would help to have. It would help to have screenshots of this. It's always hard doing this shit with hearsay. Punch her in the mouth, Megan. Sometimes you got to get the hurt out by putting the hurt on.
And the victim. Lies that aren't even necessary. People would have completely understood if she did not want to come to our wedding. There was beef, there was drama. So to add that, like, oh, they didn't invite me. That, like, I know that seems like a small thing, but that is the groundwork of who she is and how she moves. When I came into the Royal High Space, she was immediately threatened. She put up Leah Ash bear ears right after I released these.
What the hell is anyone talking about? You look so different. People change. People change. People change. Also, you've been doing this shit a long time. Talking about 2018, 2019 Roblox shit. You've been at this shit a long time, mama. Okay. This is some Roblox shit.
I don't want to elaborate on that. I don't need to. When I called her and asked her about it in 2019, I said, it feels like you did this on purpose. It feels like you did this to tell me to get off of your turf and stay out of your space. She was silent. And then she said, I didn't know what else to do. You didn't know what else to put. So when I said, it felt like you did this on purpose to tell me to get out of your space. And people, they started attacking me. They said, she's copying Leah. When I was already wearing these. In summer of 2020.
We already know. We already know about like the who does things first vibe. You should do your due diligence to not like straight up copy people. I'm not gonna get too much deeper into it than that. I've never cared when people have taken like my ideas because it usually shines through on which one put the effort in and who didn't. But it's easy to get pretty buried. The worst is when they take your format. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing to have a similar idea, but when they take your format, it's really, really bad. I need you to know this is exactly what it feels like being a white woman at a social gathering with alcohol where you only know like one other person, so you end up listening to another white woman venting her tea. I know many a white woman, and I don't like stereotyping because I would hate for it to happen to me, but this is what everyone sounds like. That's what they all sound like. There's like probably like 12, 13, 16 versions of white woman, and they all collaboratively do this kind of thing when they start spilling the business. You know? As a matter of fact, I would say this is like one of the dominating traits of what I would say is white woman shit. And I respect it. I love the way a white woman talks about the drama. They kind of run that. You know what I mean? But it does have a certain je ne sais quoi to it.
There was a 2-month period where I would upload and she would directly upload like 5 minutes after me. I tested this. I did this on many different times, and she tried to bury me multiple times. She tried to bury me multiple times on YouTube, and I didn't really understand why. Because at this point,
I literally only get this experience when I watch the stream. That's one thing that I try to get y'all to do is just experience everything. Like, will we ever learn? Will we ever get involved with Roblox? Probably not. So this is interesting to me to see something so far away from where I'm at, but it's still like this is still my job. Like we got the same job at the end of the day, but we're experiencing two different realities.
I thought it was just because I liked the color pink. And you know what's funny about that? Whenever we were in Proper Idiots together.
What the fuck is Proper Idiots and Royal High? They got some lore. I'm now I'm intrigued.
When we were in Proper Idiots together, I was like, we all have like color branding, you know, like Zach is yellow, Nathan is green, I'm pink. I mean, and you could be purple. I said, or you could be pink too, I don't care. But you could be purple. She's like, okay. Then later she adopts a pink personality. Fine, I'm not saying that's a copying me. I don't care. But then to turn around and act like I hadn't always been branding with pink was a little bit confusing to me. And then to tell people,
bro, this is not the same human being.
Branding with pink was a little bit confusing to me.
This is not the same person. This is not the same person. I would literally need to watch every video ever made It is such a stark change. That's not even the same person from the first picture that they showed.
And then to tell people I'm stealing her identity. If somebody wants to conjure up that tweet, I bet I could find it.
Console me. Whoa. Console me saying super nice things. And then he continues to slander my name. I'm so glad I trusted my gut. It always give items to people in trade videos. And you're talking about someone copying your videos. Honey, you copy people's videos along with another girl in the community who has literally stolen my identity. Oh, have I been cold and rude? Have I exposed those people in him for being terrible? Okay. Let me just stop reading this here. If people do this puts me on super high alert. This puts me on super, super high alert. When people go out of their way to go and now everybody's aiming at me when I was the one who was doing all this. If people do I did all this for you, if someone ever does that, if they do I did all this for you, or if they do they just like blow up randomly in front of everybody, that is like, yeah, it's very it's very revealing. That's like some shit that you would get away with when you're like 15. I think I've had blowups like this on Twitter when I was like 15 or 16. But once you're an adult, yeah, don't trust people that count favors or like that holds on to grudges this. Who has literally stolen my identity? Have I been cold like this? Have I been cold and rude? Is it me? Have I exposed those people for being terrible, money hungry people? No, because karma always does its job. This shit right here. Yeah. No. That shit is dangerous. Like I said, when I told you guys about like my family related stuff, and I told like when I said it, I was like, hey, I'm saying it just to say where I've been and to help you guys understand why things have been so hard for me to like make content recently. I don't want to even sit on this for any kind of amount of time. Like because it's not, I don't care enough about people's reputations are their own. I'm not going to sit there and cause I could sit there and tell stories and It's just when people get into that, it's not good social etiquette. And I don't mean like etiquette in terms of like you have to have manners. It's like it just shows me what you're willing to do towards people when shit goes bad. Like when shit goes bad and you can't help but to put a nigga's name in your mouth when you're talking, when you can't be reasonable and say and have the conversations between you and them that are private and keep it in that way, that's when shit is bad, right? And trust me, I'm not faultless in this endeavor. One of the reasons why I say this is I learned this through the Berlesian Ludwig thing, right? I learned this through this. And even if I felt like my initial intent was not malicious, at the end of the day, that's how people, one, will see you. And it's still not a good thing to do, right? That situation is what landed me where, in many ways, where I'm at. So it's like when you do this, you only get to do it once. People start looking at you sideways after that. Counting favors is one thing, but when people hold you that you never did anything for them and you bring it up, that's just a fact. Wait, counting favors is one thing, but when people told you that you never did anything for them and you bring it up, that's just a fact. Oh, that's having the observation of doing it is fine. Being like, you never did anything for me, and you're like, okay, let's walk through it. If I didn't do anything for you, I did this, 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 and this. Would we say reasonably that that's not? Yeah, for sure.
Where she had a crash out and she said I was stealing her identity. Now I know that was just a projection. Near the end of our friendship, I caught Leah in a handful of lies. Lies that didn't make sense. We were supposed to go to the zoo, me, Zach, and my daughter, And she was like, I can't wait for the zoo. It's going to be so fun. Knowing that she already planned to not go. Why not just tell us you weren't going to go? Why lie and pretend you're going when you already know you're not going? And
So many people do this. Oh my god, it's so I get it. The social pressure of wanting to be there. Just say you don't want to go. Dear goodness.
it's in less than like 24 hours. Why not say, oh, actually something came up? Like it's just the micro lies that become very confusing because it's like, okay, what else is there? There was a moment where she almost checked herself into inpatient before.
Whoa, I don't know if I want to know anything about this. I'm going to read it anyway because he put it out there, but that's kind of crazy. This reads like corporate. Please don't be sorry. I feel like this is the only way to move forward so you can understand everything and, like you said, leave no stone unturned so you don't have more questions in the future that would hinder your healing process and rebuilding of trust. Woke 1.0 and Woke 2.0 has ruined so much of like how people actually talk to each other. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I'm so sorry that I hurt you so deeply. I'm beyond grateful that you still want me in your life and moving forward. I'm so determined.
All this happened.
That's a very
And I do
long.
think that she should still.
Oh my god. Oh, so she confronted her for real. Wait, what? Da. Wait. I know you guys aren't reading at the same areas. Listen to this. Listen to this shit. I feel like Zach had given me the wrong idea. I don't feel this way now, and I couldn't understand deep to my core how everything spiraled downward so quickly. It's a hard situation because I was still trying to process it all as it was unfolding. I felt I had put a major boundary down to Zach, making sure we could not indulge further in these thoughts. / I couldn't explore these feelings further until you were in the loop with us. That's why I said I had more to say, but I didn't want to say until you were there in the convo. I was really trying to understand my feelings. In the loop about our relationship. My boyfriend's wife said it was okay. Fucking ass logic. What the fuck? What are we talking about? My boyfriend's wife has to know what we're up to, you guys. We can't move forward until my boyfriend's wife knows what's going on. What the hell is this?
Go forward with that. Since homewrecking my marriage, she quit going to therapy because narcissists do not like to look at themselves in the mirror. They don't like to do the internal work. Leah is a deeply insecure, I have this written down, Leah is a deeply insecure individual, and I cannot imagine she will ever feel secure as she has destroyed a family and will forever compare herself to the image of me and wonder if Zach thinks about me still or is in love with me still. And how could she not? I'm the mother to his child. We were together a long time, and he still sees me and talks to me all the time.
Oof. 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 And you can never, yeah, I don't say you can never not. Hey, everybody talking about that she looks good. She has a good aesthetic for sure. I like her tattoos, her hairstyle. It's sick. She's clearly done some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not. I'm the mother to his
She's doing her thing.
child. We were together a long
I do. Well, first of all, you just putting this whole. Is he a content creator too? Hold on. Hold on. Holy shit, he is. He's one of the leading developers on Roblox. He's one of the developers at Roblox? They have a podcast. They had a podcast together. Oh shit! The first episode of podcast is getting divorced. Oh shit! this is crazy. This is some outrageous shit. Sorry, Zach. I don't know what you did. But you was fucking up. Don't. Oh, and it's a CH too. You're both CH Zachs. Yikes. This is like a reverse Ned Fulmer where they did it after getting divorced. This one is where they talked about getting divorced before it happened on some deadly premonition shit. On some Final Destination. This guy was spawn camping though. He's a Roblox developer and married a Roblox creator. This nigga spawn camping, bro. I genuinely think that it's important to be with somebody that's like similar to your line of work. But I fully believe you should never date someone that is in your if there's like a chain of like if there's a conflict of interest. Like an editor should never date a content creator ever. That's a chain of command thing. Like a secretary dating a fucking their boss. Don't do that. If you're like two NBA, like WNBA athletes or two NBA athletes or whatever, don't be on the same team. You know what I'm saying? Don't make the same style of videos if you're the same content creator. Like, don't do that. It gets fucking it'll get weird. It'll get real weird. So I don't know how they made this work.
Long time.
Well, I guess they didn't. They didn't. We married Dan Clancy? Well, I mean, the well understood Dan Clancy rhetoric is he's going to late night TwitchCon parties and picking up girls that are 26 years old, and I mean literally picking them up with his arms. So, do the knowledge. You wouldn't date a creator? I wouldn't date a creator who does exactly what I do. No. Nope. But then again, like I don't do much of anything anymore. Like back when I was doing anime drinking games, I wouldn't date a anime content creator. No. I wouldn't date an editor. I wouldn't date an anime content creator. Anyone in my very specific field. Let him Draco. Because it's just too, or like someone way too in my wheelhouse. So like I wouldn't date someone that's like, what about beauty influencer? I would for sure. Because that's not really in my wheelhouse. Like if Tati hit me up and I was like, oh hey, what's up Tati? Or like Michelle Phan. Those are like the two that I knew growing up. I'd be like, hell yeah. I don't know why they would want to date me, but there you go. Or like I don't know about Roblox. I think I wouldn't date a Roblox person off principle. Or Minecraft. I think the ones I can't do are Pokemon, Minecraft, or Roblox. You can't be in that realm of content. I can't see you realistically. She didn't always do Roblox, mainly gaming through her old videos. Gaming is fine because that's not exactly what I do. If you did, like, I have a lot more freedom because I am a little bit more multifaceted. Oh, nah, can't be a competitive. You can't be in Smash either. Yeah. Yeah, good call. Can't be in Smash neither. You can know about it. You can't be in it. True crime? God. True crime daughter? God. Or Finance Bros podcast son? God, just kill me. I guess I have many limitations. I have many limitations. Because they're stinky? No, because everyone is fucking everyone in the Smash Brothers scene and they're not talking about it. Fighting game player? You know what? I would be okay with a fighting game player. Very dependent on who her friends were, though. Let me tell you. I've just seen too many things that I just don't want to get involved with.
I'm too lazy to insert the TikToks.
I'm too lazy to insert the. This is so real. This is some. This is so fucking real. This is so real. This is the plight of the content creator. We can't even fucking edit for 2 seconds.
Okay. So here they are.
This does not look like the same fucking girl. What is happening? Do y'all remember? Hold on. Where was the original picture of her? Hold on. Damn it. Where is that? Where is it?
If somebody wants to conjure up that guy hadn't always been branding with pink was a little bit confusing to me.
This is not the same girl, yo. This is crazy. I don't even give a fuck about the makeup or whatever. Like, and I don't care what. It's not that I'm like calling her out for her appearance or whatever. She's beautiful woman, but like, she obviously got rhinoplasty in her cheeks done. It's just the amount of shift is crazy. Normally, like when people do gender affirming care, they relatively stay the same. This is like a full different human being.
What's really funny about this is when I was talking to Zach, because we were spending hours together and just digesting everything. And I said, she's actually really liking this, Zach. She got chosen, and that's exactly what she wanted. He was like, no, she feels so bad. I go to leave. I see this in my car. I get out of my car. I'm like, wait, this is your girl? This is somebody who feels bad to you? He went home and was like, why did you do that?
You guys are assholes. Especially Kenny. I hate him the most.
What I liked about this one is people, she's never seen someone play the harmonica ever.
Yeah, she's playing the goddamn recorder. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any kind of psychoanalysis on this just because this is very like surface level shit. It's just all of the things that come together are very telling about all these people. About all these people, to be honest. I get that the love doesn't die, but why are we talking to Zach? Nigga, they have a child. Unfortunately, a child is involved. So now you don't have the option to just not speak ever again. I do think that it kind of does muddy things up because you do have to be in proximity. So they inevitably will say some shit that they shouldn't be saying to each other. But unfortunately, you will have to communicate about the needs of a child.
Note, Leah lies a lot out of self-preservation. That is what I'm about to talk about. That she will lie out of self-preservation all the time to save her image, to twist the narrative, to make her look like she's not.
Shay in here giving a tea. Yes, co-parenting, even from the child's perspective, because I was not co-parented, but had split parents that always had to talk to each other. This shit ain't fun.
Evil. She just loves to lie out of self-preservation. I want to talk a little bit more about Leah's manipulation of the situation and why I warned Zach that if they broke up, she would come online and try to mess with the scope of what happened. Let me get a date up. September 23rd, 2025.
Doomsday.
Leah and I came home from Disneyland. We went to the Boo Bash or whatever.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about with like why I don't trust. There's like a certain archetype, there's pattern recognition of people that do this Disney shit, this Minecraft shit, this Roblox shit. They just move very kid-esque. I don't know how to explain it, dude. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard for me to I can't get involved with that. I can't get involved in that.
and my husband
Even though I love Disneyland and I love Pokemon and I have come around on Minecraft, I like Minecraft. You're not going to get me on Roblox, I'm sorry. But like, I can't be involved in those communities. And like, it's similar with anime and like a lot of these communities that get like, you get super sucked into it when that's like your primary thing. I don't know what it is, and I might just sound crazy, but there is a archetype of people that I run into where they seem almost socially stunted by the fact that they are around the other community members that are socially stunted. Does that make sense? I don't know. I wish I could go into it further without sounding like a complete asshat, but when you're around entire subsets of people and they are all sort of struggling, and like not only are they struggling, but they one of their traits is it's literally rooted in that struggle. Like, we don't know, we're anime fans, we don't know how to talk to girls, we watch fucking Gooner shit. It's like when you yourself acknowledge that identity part of being the anime fan, you are inevitably forcing yourself to continue struggling because you accept it. And so you're surrounding yourself with people that also move that way. And then you're literally bouncing off of each other with that same mindset. So it happens within the other communities as well, with Roblox, with Disney, with Minecraft. And because you are around children much more often, it spreads. It becomes something, it's whisking itself. I know this for a fact is because when I originally was a Persona, like a big Persona head, when I was playing the game and just watching it all the time before I even made content on it, I remember there was a point in time where I went to bed and I literally told myself, I was like, I am moving like I have like loser mentality right now. I have this weird, I'm having weird thoughts and like motions about how, like, whenever things would happen in real life, I'd be like, this wouldn't happen in Persona. And the moment when it happened to me, I was like 20. The moment it happened to me, I was like, holy shit, I have to immediately change. Like, immediately right now, I have to change. The moment I said it, I knew something was wrong. I knew immediately. I was like, I gotta get out of this. I have to have a better representation of life.
was sending her text messages about his longing for her. She showed me those messages and she was like, I'm confused. I start crying and I start saying, this sounds like my husband's in love with you. Why else would he say this? I'm crying to her about how I believe my marriage is over. I am distraught. I say, I need to talk to Zach right now. I cannot believe what's happening. I call Zach. I tell him, I don't know what's going on between you and Leah, but you need to figure it out. And he called Leah. Then he called me back. And he said, Leah and I have feelings for each other. I was like, what? And then Zach tried.
Hold on, this is the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. Yeah, this is the whole reveal. I'm sitting here playing it. I'm not giving this its proper credit.
And I have feelings for each other. I was like, what? And then Zach tried to convince me that maybe I could have more feelings for Leah than I already did. They wanted to be a throuple.
You see what I mean, though? You see what I mean? I knew this is how this was gonna go. I knew this was gonna go crazy. I knew this shit was gonna go sideways. You see what I mean? They don't move regular. They don't move. I'm sorry that I'm stereotyping this Roblox shit, but like, nigga, this is the most Roblox ass shit ever. This is so Roblox. Oh my god. Why would that be? Why would that be the place to go? Oh my god. Fantastic. 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 What are we doing? Oh. Yeah, let's have the two moms, one dad child moment.
The next morning, Leah came over. I did not think she was on board with this, so I start confiding to my best friend. Can you believe this? Like, can you believe that he has this idea that we could all be a throuple, blah, blah? And she's like, yeah, no, that's crazy. That's insane. That's no. I said, did you talk to my husband today? Or did you text my husband today? She said, no. I said, okay. Sometime later, I call Zach because the stories are not lining up. He's in Tokyo. That's why I called him. And he says, Leah, you were on board with this. You wanted to do this. And she was like, what? Huh? He was like, am I being gaslit right now? We talked for hours about this, about how we could all be together. Leah's like, I don't, not wanting to say that she did that.
Wow. 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 Bro's in Tokyo just fucking heart in his ass. Like, man, I gotta deal with this. I gotta deal with this as soon as I get home. I would just stay in Tokyo. I'd be like, fuck that old life. I ain't going back to that shit. I'm staying in Tokyo. Y'all got that. I'm getting Japanese citizenship. Oh no. They ain't gonna fight. These women are not fighting, Parker.
Editing note, the most despicable thing that she said that got back to me was she was telling Zach, like, everyone's gonna be so jealous of you two hot wives. And I want to be one of your girls.
Oh, sickening. Very Roblox shit though. That's so Roblox. God, that's so Roblox. This is the most Roblox sentence I've ever heard, actually. Life is Roblox, man. What a villain. Is that Sony Vegas? I know, this is so old school. I haven't seen this shit in forever. This is like Sony Vegas fucking 15. This was like my yeah, this is version 1.9 Sony Vegas. Holy. That's how you know she's an OG. If she's still rocking with the Sony Vegas.
Zach is feeling completely thrown under the bus, completely manipulated, and completely gaslit. I find out that Leah actually had talked to my husband that day when I asked, remember, did you text my husband? And then I found out they had a 3-hour phone call. I looked at her, I said, you said you did not talk to my husband today. She said, you asked if I texted him. I freaked out. My sister was there. I was like, oh my God, get out of my house. Get out of my house right now. What is with the lying? And Zach tells me, no, we talked on the phone for hours about this and how it's what she wanted. And I told her it could go wrong, but she didn't want to hear that. She said it was only...
I'm not hearing enough Zach blame. I'm really not hearing enough Zach blame throughout all this. Like, both people sound like they're trying to have Zach's approval as like the third party for some reason. The shit is getting weird. I talked to Zach and Zach said this, and Zach was so thrown under the bus by what you said, and Zach will always love me. Like, what is happening? Where's Zach's accountability at all? Like, yeah, I know we're talking about Leah because Leah was the one that made the apology. But like, man, he's in this bitch running scot-free, running laps. He's doing he's in the Aston doing donuts.
Gonna work out in her favor, and she saw a butterfly, so it's perfect and it's gonna work. Later, I'm talking
She explains later. All right.
to Leah again, and she says something along the lines of, I would have never crossed that boundary.
I'm already over it. I would have stopped talking. You already did.
If I knew you weren't okay with it. That's another lie. Everybody knows how territorial I was over Zach. She saw me be territorial over Zach many times before that. She saw me crying in the Uber right before, not even 24 hours before, wondering why my husband was in love with another woman. And she has the audacity to say, I would never have crossed that line if I didn't know you were okay with it.
Didn't know you were okay. Whatever. That's such a backward ass logic.
Zach asked her, do you love me? And she said yes. She admitted her feelings to Zach, folded like a lawn chair. And then after that, she said, I would have never crossed that line if I knew you weren't okay with it. You know, I would have never done this because my Grammy was cheated on. And it was the worst thing to happen in my life. So I would have never did that. She said, I feel like Zach manipulated me. He tricked me into saying this stuff. And then I went to Zach and I told him that. And he was like, oh my God, what? No.
There's Megan! They're still together, Megan. A year later, Megan. I feel like this is one of my homegirls talking to me, and I'm like, Megan, stop fucking talking about him like this is some like past tense shit, like he has figured it out. Like, you just said all this shit to him. And they're still together at the end of the day. The day is ended. They're still in a relationship. What the fuck are we doing, Megan? Stop being so buddy with this person. Golly.
He talked for hours. She didn't want to hear it. So that's why I believe she will eventually come back and she will say she was manipulated into this. When the truth is, it was her.
I know why I keep thinking that. It's the fucking hemorrhoids vine. Actually, Megan, I can't say anywhere.
She feigns victim all the time. She laughed when I caught them. I caught them cheating on me on the same beach that Zach proposed to me.
Nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred. I have two parts to this. One, fucking insanity. Actual literal insanity. Part one, part A. This nigga got all denim all denim on. You should have trusted a nigga you should never trust a nigga that has all denim on. He's proposing to you. You're in a dress. You're in a dress and he has all denim on. Full denim. This nigga's denimed up. He's jeaned up. Proposing to you on the beach. It is possible to do better. But second, I do understand. Like, I think that you should be allowed to take people to the same places. I do think that you're allowed to take people to the same places. But where you propose to somebody and then you cheat on them by taking that other person to the same place, that is grounds to get your ass whooped. I'm sorry. This one is not allowed. If you go on a date with somebody to a place, you are allowed to take another person to that. You're allowed to do that, especially if it doesn't pan out. This instance, you're not allowed to do that. You're never allowed to do that. That's not okay. There are certain places you do have to mark off. Best jeanist. Oh man, got the Denver Nugget jeans on.
The same beach my sister got married on.
Oh my god. Oh no. It's like a whole family thing that you spit on it. Indian reservation style, Native American reservation style.
They both knew how important that place was to me. Now, people wonder why I don't drag Zach as much. It's honestly because when Clover grows up, I don't
Okay. This is what we need to see.
to me. Now, people wonder why I don't drag Zach as much. It's honestly because when Clover grows up, I don't want her to see a digital footprint of me berating her father online. I don't much care if she sees me berating Leah. Clover will know what happened when she's old enough and it's age appropriate. I will make sure of that. Something that Zach holds over my head.
Don't piss me off. What's up, King? It has been a minute. Today we're doing React. I'm 50-50 in that van though. I'm 50-50 in that van. I'm 50-50 in that van. I don't know how I feel about cuz you're going to hear from somebody.
Is that something that Zach holds over my head is that somebody is going to attack him and Leah in front of Clover and traumatize her. So I want to make it very clear that I do not condone any violence.
The only way that wouldn't have happened is if you don't do what you did. Like, I think a lot of people don't understand that the consequences of, like, everything is a reaction to everything else. You have to understand and accept what comes with you doing what you do, regardless of what happens. Like, even if your reaction of trying to, like, shove it under the rug or, like, emotionally blackmail somebody is a reaction of you doing what you did, and now you're afraid of future consequences. But it's still on the table. There ain't nothing you could do about it.
To these people, if you see them, because that is the one thing that he tries to hold over my head to get me to stop talking.
That's Newton's law, by the way. It's not Einstein's law. He said if an ultimatum was proposed, y'all would choose each other. And I'm not hearing enough Zach hate for this.
Clover's well-being. I don't have to explain the irony in that. Here is a voice memo of me asking Zach why she left.
When I caught you guys first.
Whoa, a voice note. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is crazy. The voice notes, dude. Who's in the right and wrong? This girl got cheated on and lost everything. She not exactly in the right, but she didn't deserve anything that she got.
Here is a voice memo of me asking Zach why she left.
When I caught you guys first, and Leah said, "Oh, well, this is an awkward situation. Haha."
That's because we already made a commitment to each other, and it's like we were going to tell you in the morning.
That's really mean.
I know. I didn't want you to see it. I'd rather have told you in the morning.
What were you planning on telling me? Me and Leah decided that we're gonna move on as boyfriend and girlfriend.
We are in love,
And you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
That would hurt. And you kept keeping that. Good on you for keeping that low key. Those are important.
While we're still married, you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend. That's kind of twisted.
I'd say we're separated now.
It's just a couple more questions. I guess I know the answer. Are you interested in fixing our marriage?
No. Sorry.
Say it louder.
No.
You are not interested in fixing our marriage. You want to let me go, and you want to explore Leah.
Yes.
Because of what you and Leah did. So you guys get to ride off into the sunset. And this is what...
Whoa, no. Oh. Nah, this is the amount of visual evidence here. You guys can't see it. I'll show you. Hold on. Oh boy. Nah. What's the picture? He's on top of her at the beach. That's him. Her. Leah. Did I ruin chat box? Hold on. I think I did by hiding it for some reason. Who took that? I think she did. She said she caught them at the beach. I can't see it on my screen anymore. What the heck? What the heck? Let me see if I can fix this really quick. Oh, I can't remember where I put it. Oh, there we go. They went way too soft on Zach. Yeah, dude. I'm sorry. I could not. You couldn't pay me to care about Zach's feelings in this moment. You just couldn't. You just couldn't.
What I did, I laid awake all night, didn't fall asleep alone. And that is going to be my life. So you can leave now.
I told you you're too charismatic and you're good looking. You're not.
I don't give a shit what you told Leah. I never want to hear her name again. She's blocked on everything and she's dead to me. I will never speak to her again.
Release that video publicly. Like that, it gets really messy. You could ruin our fucking lives.
Again, Leah only cares how she's being perceived. Her apology, empty.
This shit crazy, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fluff.
This went from like regular to like, oh, this is gross.
No accountability. Much.
How's the concert? Why are you trying to make small talk? How's the concert? I know I talked on the phone for like 4 hours.
Much like the apology she gave me
This is in September.
after she admitted that she had
Oh my god.
feelings for my husband and
Oh my god. You shouldn't have even responded to this shit. I'm not even gonna lie.
a throuple that I did not agree to. Empty.
Sunyon ring.
A throuple.
These responses feel like I've had this kind of response before. I've both received and given this kind of response before, and then you look back at it in hindsight, and you're like, you just make yourself sound like you're just overdoing it at that point. You know what I mean?
That I did not agree to.
Not this long. Good lord.
Empty.
I don't think I've ever had this much to say. Can I give you a hug before I leave to the airport? Definitely no. This was in September of last year. This was during what? This was like when you found out. Oh no. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Focused on her feelings, how she couldn't believe what she did, although she has a history of talking to other people's men. And the irony in all of it is Zach has already caught her in a lie. And he said to her, in my 8 years with Megan, she never lied to me. And Leah said, stop comparing me to her. I don't know how either of them can ever look at each other and trust each other again.
They don't. Who is this? Roblox white girl drama. Roblox white girl drama. You don't have to worry about it. It's just Roblox white girl drama.
I know
But it's also real. It's not even drama. This is real life shit that happened.
that time will tell. And hopefully one day this will all be a very distant memory. And this one comment said greed. She had it all and she wanted more. This is specifically something that Leah and Zach told me. She said, well, I'm an Aries moon. And
This is why astrology gets discredited straight up right there. This is why astrology gets discredited. If you say that to me, if we went through all that and you say that to me, may someone protect you. May someone protect you. So Zach dated a girl that is cheating on him over a girl. No. So Megan and Leah were two Roblox white girl YouTubers. Megan married Zach, Roblox guy. Leah stole that man from her, and she found out about it. And this is the fallout of it. And yes, they were together for 8 years. Just incredible maneuvers.
once I get what I have, I want the next thing. Her quote. Zach said something along the same lines. She
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life. They need to listen to some fucking J. Cole. You know what I mean?
shows you who she is. And then she just pretends, oh, I had no idea. She claims ignorance to skirt accountability, and it's worked for her this far. So she can come on and say her actions were disgusting and vile, but she doesn't regret them enough to make any changes in her own behavior or her life course, or however you want to word it. Going forward, if you want to support the situation, don't click on her videos, not even a thumbs down it, because all that gives her engagement, views, and gets her in the algorithm. It doesn't matter if it's positive or negative attention. Let her evaporate. Make her invisible. Don't watch her videos. And a year from now, when all of you forget that any of this happened, I'll still be living it.
That's real. That's some real shit. I'll tell you that.
My holidays are different. Clover's birthdays are different. My life is different. Then it'll never go back to being the same.
There is more. There is more. I'm sorry. Is this an astrological chart?
Instagram if you don't. I post here the most.
What is going on? I thought that was the end of the video. What are we doing? What, Megan? I did not expect this going into stream. Neither did I. I thought we were just going to cover it, be like, oh, two white girls, cheating scandal. But then what it turned into was crazy.